Montra Electric is probably the only EV manufacturer in the country that has come out with a 55-ton payload capacity electric truck. And that's what you see right here behind me. It's called the Rhino, and we're talking about it being the Rhino 5538 EV. And it has that extended range. It's got the ability to have a 4x2 setup and a host of innovative features as well. I'm going to walk you through what you get with the Rhino from Montra and what you can do with it as well. The version that you see right here behind me is essentially the 4x2 tractor vehicle, which is used for hauling payloads. You can hook it up to a container you can have all of those applications there for you. It has about 198 kilometers of range on a single charge, and it is the fast charging version that you do get. So it does 240 kilowatt charging on a CC2 fast charger, and so you can pretty much top it up in about an hour. And real world conditions with a standard load on board, you're talking about it having a range of about 150 odd kilometers. So brilliant for point-to-point transport, brilliant for something that you would use, say, in a port or a dock or a closed setup, or if you've just got a short intra-city run. That's what the Rhino 4x2 is basically targeting. But the Murugappa Group, which owns Montra, has been keen on sort of pushing the barrier over here with the Rhino as well, and coming up with a long haul or a long range truck as well. And how have they managed to do that? Well, they have the truck that offers you a battery swap. Let's go and take a look at that next. So as you can see with the Rhino series, the batteries are stacked vertically behind the driver cabin. Now this has obviously been done to obviously allow it to be a tractor and to pull heavy loads and to do all of that. Now on the battery swapping one, what happens is that this entire stack can actually be pulled off, swapped and put back on with a fresh set of batteries, all in just 6 minutes. So that's how they're achieving the long haul entire setup over there, where every 150, 160 odd kilometers, the driver can swap out the batteries, cover distances of about 400 to 500 kilometers in a single day, and can do those long intra-city runs. Of course, Montra is going to be seeding these vehicles with some fleet operators on popular routes like Delhi, Bombay, or something like Bombay, Gujarat, places like that are popular and have a lot of high haulage usage, where they can actually check out and test this battery swapping technology out and see how effective it is for the setup. Now, considering the fact that they can charge these batteries within an hour and you can swap them out in 6 minutes, you don't really need to have a massive storage setup to be running one of these battery swapping units. Montra is talking about it being either company owned or a franchisee model as the demand grows. But that remains to be seen on how the infrastructure of this entire battery swapping is going to be set up for the trucks. But from a thought process and from taking care of this entire need to transport from point A to point B over a massive distance, this seems to be an innovative way of doing it. And I hope it does see a lot more takers when it comes to this technology. Now, whether you're with the battery swapping truck or you're with the standard model, the power output is pretty much the same. You're talking about 350 odd horsepower, 2000 Newton meters of torque. The fact that you can charge it in 1 hour with the fast charger, that's on the 4x2 model. The battery swapping does not use that same fast charger. But we're also talking about a range of about 198. That's what they claim on their brochure. And those are some of the big stats that you do get with these machines. So there you have it with what Montra has rolled out with the Rhino series of their massive tractors over here. Now these are obviously meant for heavy haulage. As I mentioned, a payload of 55 tons is pretty impressive for an electric truck. But it is also about cost. When it comes to fleet ownership, it's all about reducing your running costs, reducing maintenance costs. And that's what Montra's biggest promise is out here. We're talking about a massive AMC program, 9 lakh kilometers, 10 years for an AMC program on these trucks. We're talking about them having an uptime of 95%. That's what Montra promises. Their stats show them that their trucks so far have a 98% uptime, which is again very impressive. with the less moving parts, with less components, we're talking about reduced maintenance costs as well. And of course, much lower running costs too. So over a diesel truck, we're talking about these having a saving of about 25 to 30% year on year. And that brings me to the matter of the cost of these trucks. Now, the battery swapping model is for 1.18 crores, while the fast charging model is for 1.15 crores. Yes, that is a little more than double of what you would pay for a standard diesel truck with a similar capacity. But at the same time, when you look at the uptime, the runtime, the fact that you can lower costs like this, it all brings the entire balance sheet into perspective in a couple of years where you'd break even and then turn very profitable on one of these machines. Of course, as we progress, there's more coming from Montra. They did give us a little bit of a sneak peek to their next product that's coming out in 2026, which is a tipper model based on the Rhino platform. So that's going to be pretty interesting. And it doesn't have vertically stacked batteries either. So I've got a sneak peek of that. And that's where I'm going to end this video. If you do have any further questions, you want to talk about Montra, you want to know more about these trucks, drop me a line. It's my promise and the MOTORSCRIBES promise that we answer every question that comes in on the channel.